Hey there, it's been a week and I've been traveling. I am in Los Altos, the heart of Silicon Valley, and I have to tell you, it is gorgeous. (9°C or about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is just clear blue skies, it's cool days, a little bit of sunshine, and chilly nights. And I tell you, it is lovely. It's just, I see why people like California. It's just simply gorgeous. So I've spent the week in San Diego, and also a very nice town. Like, just the nightlife and people, and it's just pretty. I'll show you some photos later. But the reason I was there is this technology conference called KubeCon, or Cloud Native Con. And this year there were 12,000 attendees. Now, to put that in perspective, 3 years ago there were 4,000. So that has tripled in size in 3 years. And why is that? It got me to thinking. And I think it comes down to one thing, and it's value. Value for who? Well, I wrote about this a while ago, and so many people, they don't get the value of value. And I'll explain what I mean. So Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest salespeople and sales trainers, once said, stop selling and start helping. And by that, he means understand what it is that the customer is trying to do. Understand their pain. Like, you are trying to help them buy so that you can solve a problem. And you can't do that unless you understand their problem. And so many people these days, they're just, I've got a widget, I've got something, it's spectacular, it's the best thing, it'll double your performance. No one cares. Like, truly, your product, as great as it is largely irrelevant. And so I spend most of my time when I'm talking to customers, whether it's out in the field or it's from a marketing perspective, like understanding what their challenges are and what that pain means. And so when you peel that onion and you understand the things that pain is preventing them from doing, what impact it has to their business, what impact it has to their teams, what impact it has to them personally. Like, don't forget, we're all people, and this thing might be stopping their career from advancing. So you have to truly understand the problem that your prospective customer is experiencing, and how, not what, but how, whatever it is you're selling is going to help them. And tie the benefit directly to how it helps solve that pain, and where possible, have like tangible impact statements around, we'll be able to reduce this delay by 30%. And that translates into this level of acceleration or this increase in agility. Like, one level of benefit is not enough. You need to translate whatever it is, the speed and feed or the technical wizardry or the who's-he, what's-it, thingy-majig, like whatever it is that your product and solution does, one level of benefit is not enough. Like, there's the forward side, but then you need to take the next step. So for example, if we're able to reduce the time it takes by 80% to do some task, that's a 5-fold increase, Mr. Customer. Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, what that means is that instead of having one stream of work, you can now have 5. So all those other people that are waiting on your team to do something, now you can service them. That's 4 additional pieces of work that you can do, whereas it used to only be able to do 1. So 1 to 5, that's a massive multiple. So when you're talking to a customer, translate into their language around what it is you're able to do for them. Not just like the front side, immediate benefit, but what that benefit actually means and how you're able to help them. So think about the pain that you're actually addressing. Now, an important thing that most people don't get, sometimes it is better to say no. And what I mean by that is, if you cannot solve their pain, once you've truly understood it, don't try and sell them something. Remember, you're trying to solve a problem. You're helping them buy and not selling. And so if you can't solve their pain, recommend someone else, even if that is your typical competitor. Now, I know a lot of people are like, whoa, Andrew, like, don't want my competitor going in there. Just remember that if you're the one that recommends the answer to their pain, even if they don't buy from you, you're still remembered as the one who understood them, and you put their interests first, not yours. Now, you might miss out on a couple of dollars once, but I promise you, the difference will be enormous, because next time when they have a problem, they'll remember the guy or the girl that actually cared about them enough to put them first, rather than making a little bit of commission. So what I have had happen personally, I've recommended competitors, and initially, like, my sales manager was like, dude, Andrew, no. And you explain to them, like, we can't solve their problem. We're not going to get a renewal. They're not going to come back. They're not going to buy the next thing. And initially they're like, well, but you win them around, because in a very short period of time, they come back, because people don't just have the one problem, right? There's problems everywhere. There's not a lack of things to solve. So the next time that customer has a problem, they'll remember that you were the one who thought about them first and put yourself, at a disadvantage potentially. So when they have that problem, they'll come back, and they'll come back to you, and the buying process will be easier, it'll be faster, and it will likely be larger, and you'll have a customer for life. And those people will tell others. So sometimes it is better to give away a sale now to win more later. And that's all because you understood the value of value. You understood their pain, and you put them first. So I'm going to go and enjoy some more of this gorgeous sun in Los Altos. And I'm going to kick back and have fun. And I will see you all soon. And yes, I've still got the beard. Haven't hit that goal yet. More on that later. Cheers.